without too much trouble. And of course, Mega coming up in about 20 seconds. Swooped going high ground to try to get position on it. 2 perfect rockets, one to deflect. Yeah, one to deflect G1 player back, and then the other one to get him as he was on the run. So great execution by Swooped, and he will maintain control of the railgun. And G1 player, I think at this point, might even be tossing in the towel because at 9 frag deficit, not impossible to come back from, but we don't see anything switching up from G1 player that would indicate that he is going to basically take control of this thing. He basically steals Mega, but I don't know if it's going to amount into a string of frags, which is what he needs.
I mean, at this point, he's got to realize that Swooped has a huge stack. Why he continues to go totally aggressive is sort of a mystery to me. And this matchup it's a kind of interesting one nonetheless, even though the score disparity is so big, because G1 player has the skill to go aggressive and actually come out with a few frags here and there. Obviously, he could be doing a lot better in this matchup if he played a bit more reserved. But like I said earlier, almost every one of these frags has been pretty close, and now G1 player is kind of on a roll. You know, this is T4. It's one of the quickest maps in the game to get frags. So yeah, I'm really glad to see it in this tournament instead of DM6, and G1 players kind of embodying why it's so fun to watch, because really anything can happen, and it often does. So, you know, GL to G1.
And let's take a look at how things have changed with his playstyle. Look how he's no longer rushing in. Look how tactical he's being. He's basically hitting, running, and then finding another angle on his opponent. He's no longer just going plus forward. And we've seen in just this last exchange alone, he has changed his angle. He's attacked from one way, ducked out a door, and then come back in. Now here finally there's a face-off. He does hit one solid rocket. Swoop still has 114 health and armor at the end of it, picking up a pair of 25s, now up to about 150 health and armor. G1 player's basically stuck here, and he's got to increase the distance because that shotgun's going to tear him apart. He's got to hit one more, and he does hit it with 5 health left. And he's gonna, and here's the scary thing. He's got to be really careful about the play center because Swooped is smart enough to know that's exactly where his opponent's going to be. And so this is a mistake. Basically, he had no better option, though. I mean, I guess maybe it wasn't exactly a mistake. It was basically the best of all bad choices. Because if he tries to run, that opens up the railgun shot. If he goes, you know, aggressive with the machine gun, he can maybe, you know, shut out Swoop from getting an immediate frag. So, you know, maybe that was just the best option available to him.
Yeah, I would say it wasn't a bad choice considering that he spawned naked right next to Swooped. Nice rail, bottom of the floor to the top of the map. Swooped picking up another kill. That makes the current score 13-6 with a disparity of 7 frags in Swoop's favor.
It's quite flavorful too. I think it's quite delicious. Now look at this. Swoop jumping over a rocket, landing a rail as he lands in order to pick up his 14th frag. And look at this, trying to cover the railgun. And it looks like G1 player is pretty much done at this point. We've got 3 minutes left. Swoop has managed a 54% railgun accuracy. If we go over to G1 player, a 43%, so, you know, not too far off. Oh, nice midair. And he's going to go in for the kill potentially.
He's not going to miss the second.
Yeah. Oh, he missed that one. Able to get the splash off the ceiling, but he took a railgun shot, and that's exactly what he didn't want, because now he's actually kind of weak based on the health and armor here. Now, I don't really understand, like, I guess that railgun is helpful to grab, but it basically means that he's out for this armor that's going to be grabbed, and I don't know if he's going to be in for Mega. He does hit a little bit of splash with that rocket, knocks Swoop down to 35 armor, and just catches him off guard. Wow, Swoop did not hear the teleporter. Jesus.
I would say this is the very last moments for G1 player to go all times aggressive, as our friend Cooler would say, and pull off the win here. This is his last opportunity. He has to get this Mega and get a quick frag and continue to get a chain of frags, as we've seen in the Quick Live TV highlight. Maddox did get 7 frags in 2 minutes, and it is possible for G1 player to do the same. Some great rockets putting him right in that direction. He's picking up the health bubble and yellow armor here. He has the stack to continue to go aggressive, albeit that great rail by Swooped right there.
Yeah, they're trading. Now, here's the thing. Shotgun is going to go close range. Perfectly played by Swooped. And I think that is the GG moment, folks, because whenever you can shut down the momentum of a player and destroy their stack and their weapon advantage, with this kind of 7-frag lead, it's just not going to happen in 1 minute. So Swooped has taken care of G1 player, but I like the fact that G1 has, basically shown some muscle on this map, made it a little bit more interesting, closing this gap to 6 frags when it was at one point, I think about 8 or 9. Let's see if he can close the gap just a little bit more as we have the remaining 35 seconds or so. Whiffing that kind of shot, that's a rough one.
I enjoyed this matchup. It was...
I did. Ooh, nice smithing.
Oh,
nice.
It was intriguing at very least, and it contained at least 3 nice mid-air rockets by G1 player, I believe. So that's always nice to see.
Now, CCN doesn't really lend itself well to mid-air rockets, but of course it is a fantastic matchup for showcasing the rocket to rail combo and LG to rail combo that I love so damn much. So we're gonna head over there and see what G1 player can put together against Swoop.
Yeah, looking at final, I mean, obviously we get this criticism sometimes. Accuracy doesn't really mean all that much in these matches, as some players tend to spam more, some less. But either way, in that matchup, it looked like Swooped had about 8% better accuracy, which is pretty significant, but they're not going to be waiting for us and my overlongated spiel as we're going live right now. ZTN matchup is live. This is it for G1 player. This is a winner bracket final, or semifinal, yes?
Yes,
Or
so he
losers,
does have an
I forget.
opportunity if he gets knocked down. But let's talk about the start. G1 player got the grenade launcher start, is able to pick up a rail and a rocket launcher. Swoop's picking up and actually, the red armor also went to G1 player. Swoop just got a yellow armor and mega. He does not have a rocket launcher yet, which is why he was peeking around that L-shaped shard hallway. And that's a nice rocket from G1 player. Swoop is trying to answer with the lightning gun, and looks like the LG is pretty well on. It's not terrible, but ooh, he's able to steal away mega. Now that's a really critical thing because that shuts down the potential for control of the map. As you can see, G1 player only 50 health. He's going to check for this 50, and he's going to grab it here and get back in time for red. But now he's going to have to be careful about how Swoop is going to enter this room. And he picks right. That's a great prediction, but Swoop just pops him 3 times in a row and botches a rocket jump.
Fail jump.
Wow. And
Oh boy.
and he loses the red. That's kind of funny. He plays it so well, defending himself as he picks up the rocket launcher, but then botches a rocket jump. So either way, it's a tied game. A little bit of an interesting start. I think now we're going to see things reset a little bit because no one really has control just yet. Swoop's waiting on red, and we got mega coming up in about 15 seconds. G1 player, of course, is still living off of the mega that he stole just after he died. So now this is going to be an interesting play here because there's no armor up on the map, and this one has been stolen by Swoop. A very nice steal indeed. So Swoop's going to get a free mega out of it. And what a nice steal that is. Now let's think about that. Had Swoop left up that yellow armor, then it would have meant that G1 player could have rushed to get it and then possibly done some damage against Mega. The fact that the armor had been stolen by Swoop means that G1 player is basically out. He's going to be out with only 3 health and 25 armor. He's basically useless until he can cross the map, and oh, that's the wrong place to be. He needs to cross the map. Yeah, great anticipation by Swoop. He needs to cross the map and get the plasma yellow armor, which of course has been sitting out for about 20 seconds. He steals Mega again.
Oh, unlucky bounce.
But see, that's not a useful steal though. Like that doesn't. I mean, that doesn't really help anything because Swoop already has 160 armor, right? So the better bet is to basically work on getting the yellows. And right now, Swoop is about to take, the only resource that G1 player has to work with. And look at this, G1's about to get caught out. Hi, I have no armor. How you doing?
those 25s are going to help G1 players stay alive. It actually, the stacks are rather close at this point. I believe one rail shot